Today we are going to discuss the concept of factorization and prime factorization and how they differ from each other, as most of the time we confuse their concept as factorization as how factorization differs from prime factorization. First of all, we will start from its definition. What is factorization? Factorization is basically a process of writing factors of a number, writing factors of a number. So this is called factorization, that a process in which we write the factors of a number. We have discussed in detail the factors in our previous lecture of factors and multiples, that is easily available in our channel. So now we will see what is prime factorization, then we will discuss their examples so that you can easily differentiate between them. What is prime factorization? Prime factorization. A prime factorization is basically a combination of two concepts. One is the prime, the word prime, that derives from the prime numbers, and the factorization as we discussed above its definition. So it is the combination of those factors. So prime factorization basically derived from the concept of prime numbers. Let's see what are the prime numbers. So that you can understand its concept. Prime numbers are basically the numbers that are divisible by 1 and itself. The numbers that are divisible by 1 and itself. That means a prime number has a maximum of 2 factors. Okay, so prime numbers are those numbers that are divisible by 1 and itself, and the prime numbers have exactly 2 number of factors. For example, we have a prime number 3, it has only 2 factors, 1 and 3. For example, and one thing keep in mind is prime number should be greater than 1. It means 1 is not a prime number. So we will start from 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, and so on. Now it can easily be seen from here that 2 is only divisible by 2 and 1, 3 is only divisible by 3 and 1, 5 is only divisible by 5 and 1, and same is the case with the other numbers. So this was the concept of prime numbers. Now we will discuss what is the prime factorization. Prime factorization. Now first we will see its definition. What is meant by prime factorization? It's a process in which a number is expressed by a product of prime numbers, is expressed by a product of prime numbers. Or you can say a number is decomposed into its prime factors. Okay, now what are prime factors? Let's see here. Prime factors. Prime factors are basically those factors that are divisible by 1 and itself, as exactly the same as the concept of prime numbers. Factors that are divisible by 1 and itself. Hence, it is clear from here that factorization is the decomposition of a number into its factors, and prime factorization is the decomposition of a number into its prime factors, means those factors that are divisible by 1 and itself. Let's take an example. We have an example. First we will do the factorization and then the prime factorization. Let's do the factorization of 600. Okay. We will use a division method to find its factors. 600 to 3, 2 to the 6, 3 to the 15, 5 and 5. Okay. Now what are the factors of 600? These are 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 5 into 5. Okay. So these are the factors of 600. If we write it in the form of index notation, we can write it as 2 raised to power 3, 3 raised to power 1 and 5 raised to power 2. This is called the index notation of the factors. Index notation of the factors. Now it is clear that these are all the factors of 600, and these factors like 2, 3 and 5 cannot be further decomposed, or these are the prime numbers, or these are the prime factors that are divisible by 1 and itself. Like 2 is divisible by 1 and 2, 3 is divisible by 1 and 3, and 5 is divisible by 1 and 5. Hence, these are the prime factors of 600. So, the prime factors are 2 raised to power 3, 2 raised to power 1 and 5 raised to power 6. These are the prime factors of a number, or here in this example, prime factors of 600. This was the simple division method to find out the prime factors. Another method that is also you can use to find out the prime factors is, what is the factors tree method? Let's see here through example. Factors tree method. Factors tree method. Here we have, again we take the example of 600 and decompose it in the form of tree like this. 2, 1, 2 is not further, 2 cannot be decomposed further, so we left the 2 and moved towards 300. And again this 2 cannot be decomposed further. Now we move towards 150, then 75, and then 25. Now it is clearly seen here that the factors that are left at the end of this tree are all the prime factors, that is, now it is clearly seen here that these are the prime factors of 600 as we evaluated before by using the uh, simple division method. So we can also use factors tree method to find out the prime factorization of a number.